Well, good afternoon. Lovely out here now on a Friday. Lovely. Now, I just want to say, stay in and stay safe. We're getting on. This is into our second week, I believe. So, as long as the weather keeps up, it'd be nice. And again, I want to say, stay safe. And a great big thank you to all those that are helping outside, the volunteers, all the hospitals, the drivers, and everything. And thank you very much from everybody. Now, these are a couple of stories today because I'm going to have tomorrow and Saturday and Sunday off. But these are as far as I know, by the late Herbert Lean. This one is called Tried. Yes, I tried everything. 'Tis said women are more feeling-hearted than men. I don't know. One day I seen a woman looking out of her front window. I heard of a trick and says to myself, try anything once. I opened the front gate, went down on my hands and knees and commenced to eat the grass in her garden. She watched me for a long time, and I was getting fed up. She opened her door and called to me, come in, you poor man. It worked at last, thought I, as I followed her into the house. Follow me, I can't stand it, said she, as she opened her back door. Now, my poor man, the grass is much longer and better here, and you can eat as much as you like. Jan had all his teeth out, and the dentist suggested he ate some hard-boiled sweets to harden his gums. He bought some and sat on the village seat, moving his mouth in every direction to try and make his gums a bit more hard, A lady sitting in on the other side of the seat had been looking at him for a long time, and at last said to him, "'Tis very good of 'ee to chat to me, but I'm hard of ear and I can't hear a word you're saying." Now this here one is called The Wedding. Father was shaking his head. Weddings are costly things. S'pose we'll have to give 'em something. What about the old butter dish in on the whatnot? We shan't want that no more. Can't give 'em that, 'cause that's what she gave us when we was married. How don't he make something that will be handy? I know, one of your fancy mousetraps. Mousetrap, did he say? No mice can live where Aunt Martha is. She'd have stopped the clock now every night to save the workings. What about making a writing desk like what we got, with two sides to un? One side to hold old boot brushes and the other side to keep the tea in? Asked Richard Henry. The very thing, says Mother. Well done, boy. I was thinking poor old Martha hadn't had much luck with her men. This will be her 5th wedding, and 'tis poor Toba's turn. Life is full of ups and downs. Did you say Aunt Martha really picked up Toby at a jungle sale? Asked Richard Henry. Some boys really have got long ears, says Mother. Now I wonder who'll be there at the wedding. We're about the only lashon she got left, except Uncle Joe. The poor old chap, he got what they'd call various veins in his legs. Why mustn't the bridegroom see the bride for she to go in the church? Asked Richard Henry. Dunno, says Feather, lest she's afraid he'll want to back out. I knowed a man once had his likeness took, and when he was married, all laughing he was. But he never laughed again, poor chap. How? What happened to un? His missus kept lodgers, she did, and had a notice in the window, young men taken in and done for. Well, if I to go to the wedding, I hope I shan't be like old Tom Plum. Said he could eat 40 sausage rolls, and he did too. In bed he was for a month. Doctor said he has sausagitis. Howsoever, I bet will be some handsome wedding. I wonder who'll bake the cake. Mr. Cheetham, I expect. I'd call he some nice man. Taking his granny, he would. Why, only last week he sold a stair carpet to a woman who'd live in a bungalow. Will they have candles upon the cake? Asked Richard Henry. Take some candles, but if the cake is as hard as Aunt Martha's Christmas cake, I shan't have none. You'll have to test, and for good luck, says Mother. Good luck, did he say? Her cake made one of my teeth ache awful. Up all night I was. and to have 'em out I did next day. Cost me 2 shillings. Shame I'd have call it, but I put the dentist through really. Pulled out the wrong one he did, and I didn't know. Here, Richard Henry, stop scratching. You've been under the table again. If I got to tell you twice once more, you shan't go with us. Do ants lay eggs? Asked Richard Henry, who had just seen one running upon the table. Eh, said father, scratching his head. I believe they do. I should like to see Aunt Martha lay one egg, wouldn't you? Said Richard Henry. That's nothing, says father. In the foundation in the new chapel is a get stone. I bet 1/2 ton. What a man from up Camborne laid. The small rooms were packed, bit like Clemo's bus. Always room for one more. Comes on in, says Aunt Martha, wiping her hands and her penny. What will he be having? I ain't got nothing stronger than blackberry wine, but that's got poor Toby out. He's under the table now. When he woke up, he wanted to know if it was all over. Over now. Comes on, says Martha. 'Tis time to go to church, and mind everybody must go, 'cause the last time somebody stayed behind, they ate all the sandwiches. The organist, who was stone deaf, had been playing Here Comes the Bride for half an hour before they arrived. He had to be stopped, and just as Aunt Martha entered the church, he played See the Conquering Heroes Come. The parson soon got the service over, for, as he said, Aunt Martha had heard it all so many times before that he need not repeat it again. Everyone wanted to shake hands with Toby and told him he was a very lucky man. Don't know about that, says he. Time will tell. The other 4 didn't live more than 8 years all put together. Well, says father, I could do with someone to eat. Mother was heard to say she was chacking. There was roast pork, roast duck with green peas and heavy organ to finish up with. Ate up, says Toby. Some other poor fellow will have to pay for the next feast. Speech, shouted someone as the wine was passed around. Father, you get up and say someone, says mother. Shan't. Get up yourself, replied father. I can't, my head is buzzing, says mother. At last father got up. He did and done some handsome job. Dear friends, I know you all too well to call you ladies and gentlemen. This is a great occasion. There are many gone on, looking at the photos of the 4 departed husbands hanging on the wall, who would have liked to have been here today to have something to say. Aunt Martha, you have treated us well, and we hope you'll live to see many more occasions like this. Thank you very much. Take care.